Hello everyone and welcome back. Now today we're going to start off with something a bit different. We're going to do a listening walk around our house. So I'm going to go off and I'm going to listen to all the different noises I can hear around my house, and I want you to do exactly the same. Okay, but you don't talk to anyone, you're just listening out for all those noises. And I'll meet you back here in a few minutes. You can either pause it or let it run, it's up to you. So I wonder what different things you heard on your walk. You can talk to the people who you're watching with, or you can just think to yourself. So we're going to be reading this book today because tomorrow it is a Victory in Europe Day. So it's actually a bank holiday, so I won't be here tomorrow. And tomorrow signifies the end of the World War, 75 years ago, the Second World War. And so I thought I would do a book about peacefulness because it kind of represents peace in Europe tomorrow. And this one's a really interesting book because it's about a young girl and she's from Pakistan, and her name is Malala Yousafzai, and she's written this book called Malala's Magic Pencil, and she actually won the Nobel Peace Prize for her work about getting all children to be allowed to have an education. And I think she's an absolutely inspirational young lady, so I thought reading her book today before VE Day would be perfect. Sorry if I pronounce anything wrong. So it's by Malala Yousafzai, and it's illustrated by Karisok, and it's published by Puffin Books, and it's called Malala's Magic Pencil. Do you believe in magic? When I was younger, I used to watch a TV show about a boy who had a magic pencil. If he was hungry, he drew a bowl of curry and it appeared. If he and his friends were in danger, he drew a police officer. The boy was a little hero, always protecting people who needed help. How I wanted a magic pencil too. If I had a magic pencil, I would use it to put a lock on my door so my brothers couldn't bother me, stop time so I could sleep an extra hour every morning, erase the smell of the rubbish dump near our house, and I would use it to make other people happy. I would draw the most beautiful dresses in the world for my mother, the best buildings in the valley for my father, so he could open many schools where children could study for free, a proper ball so my brothers and I no longer had to play with an old sock stuffed with rubbish. Every night before bed, I wished for my own magic pencil, and every morning I would wake up and check my cupboard, but the magic pencil was never there. One day I was throwing away potato peelings and eggshells at the dump. I was wrinkling my nose, swatting away flies, and making sure I didn't step on anything dirty in my nice shoes, when I saw a girl about my age sorting rubbish into piles. Nearby, boys were fighting for metal scraps using magnets on a string. When my father returned home from work, I told him what I'd seen. It made him sad. Abba? I said. Yes, Shani, he always said back. I always liked it when he called me dear one. Why haven't I seen that girl in class? Because, he said, but he didn't finish right away. Because, Shani, In our country, not everyone sends their daughters to school, and some children must work to support their families. Those boys will sell the metal scraps they find. If they went to school, their families would go hungry. School was my favourite place, but I had never considered myself lucky to be able to go. And it may seem a bit strange because we're not at school at the moment, but aren't we so lucky that everyone in our country has the right to go to school, and for free as well? My father had always said, Malala will live free as a bird. Now I wondered how truly free I'd be. That night I thought about families who didn't have enough food and the girl who couldn't go to school. And even about when I was older, I would be expected to cook and clean for my brothers, because where I came from, many girls weren't allowed to become what they dreamed of. And I hope no one's ever told anyone if they're a girl that they can't do anything because they are a girl. But in where she is, sometimes they do say that. I knew then that if I had a magic pencil, I would use it to draw a better world, a peaceful world. First, I would erase war, poverty and hunger. Then I would draw girls and boys together as equals. Over the next few years, instead of wishing for a magic pencil every night, I worked hard in school every day. I wanted to be one of the top students in my class. But soon, powerful and dangerous men declared that girls were forbidden from attending school. They walked the streets of our city now, and they carried weapons. How scary that must be for her. One by one, girls stopped coming to school. Abba, where are all the students? They don't feel safe here anymore, Ajani. How could a few men stop all the girls in our valley from going to school? If more people knew what was happening, I thought they might help. Wishing wasn't enough. Someone needed to speak out. Why not me? I wrote about what it felt like to be scared to walk to school and how some of my friends had moved away because of the threat they faced in our city. I wrote about how much I loved school and how proud I was to wear my uniform. Once I started writing, I didn't stop. I wrote speeches and travelled around my country sharing my story. I even talked to a reporter from a famous international paper. People actually wanted to learn about my life. I spoke for all the girls in my valley who couldn't speak for themselves. My voice became so powerful that dangerous men tried to silence me, but they failed. And now my voice is louder than ever, louder because people have joined me, and together we make a chorus, standing up for what we believe in. We raise our voices for those in need, help people in danger if they are an ocean away, and think of the world as a family. I think that's very important at the moment because I think we're starting to feel the world as a family and coming together from the situations that we're in at the moment. Do you believe in magic? I do. I wrote alone in my room, but people all over the world were reading my story. Millions now know it and help me spread my message of hope. I had at last found the magic I was looking for, in my words and in my work. I am Malala. I've always wished I could make the world a more peaceful place, and every day I work to make my wish come true. One child, one teacher, one book and one pen can change the world. And that story shows us the importance and the magic of being able to write and being able to read and share our message and share our stories. So today for your activity, I would like you to either draw a lovely message and write a lovely note to someone in your family to make their day, or you can write a message that you would like to share with people. Thank you for watching. I won't be back tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday because of the bank holiday. Have a lovely extended weekend. Thank you for watching.